Hi! Have you ever asked a disabled person why they waste their energy on something? If so, you may have been sent this video so that I can explain and tell you to shut the hell up. Being disabled or chronically ill obviously impacts on the amount of energy that you happen to have, especially if you have an energy condition like chronic fatigue syndrome. So from the outside looking in, you may wonder why that person who has a finite and limited amount of energy resources bothers to use their energy on things that you deem to be a waste and unimportant. Here are 3 main reasons why that's wrong and you should never tell someone that. Don't do it. Number 1, it is my business what I spend my energy on. My business. Unless it directly impacts you, stay out of it, I guess, would be quite a fair thing to say. I don't particularly like anyone who looks at someone from the outside of their life and decides to judge them for how you perceive their life choices to be, how you think they are living their life without actually being aware of how they are living their life. I think this applies whether you're a friend or a family member. Just because you are related by blood does not mean you understand everything that's going on in a person's head. And you may see them and you may think, oh, you should be using your energy surely on reading books rather than reading this trashy magazine. Maybe they read books all day long and, they're just taking a break to read the trashy magazine, or maybe they just want to read a trashy magazine. Either way, still none of your business. Number 2, following on from the trashy magazine thing, people who have disabilities and chronic illnesses have to use their energy for things that you don't really think about when you're able-bodied. It might be that it takes twice as much energy to have a shower as it does to someone who's able-bodied. You just jump in the shower, and you're good, you go, off you're off. But someone who's disabled, oh my god, it takes so much extra thinking, extra work. It's physically really demanding, as I explained in my spoons video. If you don't know what spoons are, you can check that out. I'm going to put the link down there in the description and in a card above, so you'll know what I'm talking about. So all of that energy has to go on pretty menial tasks and things that are just bloody boring, to be honest. I have to spend 80% of my energy every day on things like feeding myself and putting clothes upon myself and even going to the loo. Like literally the physical getting up, getting to my toilet, getting back from the toilet. It's a lot of energy basically is what I'm trying to say. Also the annoyance of having to put your clothes on and off. If you ever wonder why I wear skirts, that is part of the reason. Because doing up trousers takes like half an hour for me. And then of course I have to spend my energy just on staying alive, which seems to take 3 times as much energy as it does for other people, because my body is trying to redirect my energy into healing itself, which is something it will never be able to do because my DNA is broken. But boy does it try. It has a really good go, and that's very noble of my body, but I'd appreciate it if it stopped. So that's part of the 80% as well. That 80% is actually, life-saving and vital things I need to do every day, but it's pretty boring. So if I want to take that 20% of extra energy and I want to spend that on doing my makeup and my hair and getting really upset about the final of the bake-off, god damn it, then that is what I will spend that energy on. Because it's fun and I deserve that. Number 3. Energy can also be wasted on things that aren't fun and also aren't essential. And this might, in my case especially, just be down to personality. I have a theory that if I were not disabled, I would be a very different person. Such as, I really love a spreadsheet. I do. And I love to be precise about everything. I would adore if everything in my life had its very special little place and was categorised and colour coordinated and coded and oh hello, hi. I would love to spend all of my energy on these kinds of things, on making a pinboard where everything is perfect and precise. I'd also like it if everything in my house was really clean and really, really tidy. I don't have the energy for that. My personality wants it to happen. My personality wants me to go every second of every day, spend 110% on absolutely everything and make absolutely everything as perfect as it possibly could be. My energy levels aren't really there, so I don't get to do that. I don't get to be myself and be who I really am. So I kind of have to just let things go. I have to be like, oh, you know, I don't really have the energy to tidy this today. Ergo, it's just gonna be there. If I'm posting a picture on Instagram, I want to be able to spend time and energy on making it absolutely perfect and precise, and that makes me so happy. It's almost difficult to explain because I'm tapping into a part of myself that would like to be out there, making everything perfect, putting lots of energy into everything, but I can't do that. I have to let things go. But sometimes I indulge a little bit of myself. And by doing so, I feel more like me. And this is where the third part of this is so important, because there is no such thing as wasting energy if what you're doing is making you feel better about who you really are, despite the disabilities or despite the chronic illness, the fatigue, the whatever it is that is holding you back. Having just a few moments in a day to really indulge yourself, to really show off who you really are, to just let yourself be that person, is vital and amazing. If you're a really incredibly sporty person, that's who you are, and you want to run everywhere, but you have a condition that means you can't really run. You can't do that. No, but maybe, just maybe, for 5 minutes a day, you can. You go. But then you're extra specially knocked out afterwards, and you're just gone. You're pretty useless. Yeah, you got no energy. People can look at that from the outside and they can say, what a waste. Why did you bother spending your energy on that? But what that person was doing is making them feel really good about themselves. It's a kind of tragedy of disabilities and chronic illnesses that they bury who we really are sometimes. We become subsumed. Our actual personalities are here, and then we have this veil of the disability, the way the world sees us, the things that we have to do to look after ourselves. And if we can have just a few moments to waste our energy by indulging who we really are, who we would be, then surely that's not a bad thing. So there you go, there is my little explanation in why you should never tell someone that they are wasting their energy. Don't do that. I hate it, and other people do too. Don't do it. Thank you so much for your lovely comments about our announcement about going to Malaysia. Yeah! If you haven't seen it already, I'm going to link down below in the description, or you can just click the card above. Yes! And of course there will be a lot of energy management going into that. And I'm going to include that in my videos as well. While we're out there, I'll be saying how you can travel and not waste all of your energy. That was a single bunny, does that still work? Waste all of your energy.